Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to bake something. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bake a typical Swedish summer cake, or a strawberry cake if you want to call it that. This is a cake that we eat mostly in summertime, but especially on midsummer. It is a cake that consists of different layers with cream on top and a lot of strawberries, because you can't do midsummer without strawberries. It would be like doing Christmas without a Christmas tree. So we are strawberry crazy in Sweden around midsummer. I mean, a week ago you could buy like a liter of strawberries for like 20 Swedish crowns. Now, a week later, because it's midsummer tomorrow, it costs twice as much. And then goes down again after midsummer, but on midsummer we need to have our strawberries, and I often do this cake. I have a homemade apple jam in one layer, and I'm going to have a vanilla cream in one layer, and then strawberries and creams on top. I'm actually going to film this video during 2 days. I'm going to make the cake today, because it needs to cool down so that the cream doesn't melt on top of it. And then I'm going to decorate it tomorrow, which is midsummer. But enough jabbering, let's get going and bake some cake! Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to melt some butter and mix it with some milk. And for the exact measurements, I'm going to leave a list of it down below in the description bar. Woo! No! No, I'm spilling everywhere! Stop, milk! I'm then putting that to the side, and I'm going to whip up egg and sugar. God damn it. Shell. And this I'm just going to whip up until it's practically white, so it's really risen and being fluffy. I'm then going to add the milk and butter to the egg and sugar mixture. I'm then adding flour. Here in Sweden I don't think we have self-raising flour, so I have ordinary plain flour, and then I have some baking soda that I'm going to put into it. This recipe is almost like a cupcake recipe, so you can do like a cupcake and then just put it in a different pan. Is also where I put in my flavor, so I'm going for vanilla and some lime. If I had, I would use lemon, but I don't have any lemon at home, so it will be lime today and vanilla. And I really like vanilla, so I'm going to take quite a lot. And that is the cake mixture all done. I'm now going to just grease this pan a bit and maybe put in some breadcrumbs just so the cake doesn't stick, and then I'm just going to pour it in. So I'm now just putting this in the oven for like 40 minutes or so. You can use like a little match or something, or a wooden stick, just to try it. If some of the cakes stick to the stick, it's not done yet, so but it says in my recipe that it's going to be in for 40 minutes, and I'm going to try that. So I will see you in 40 minutes. So 40 minutes later. It's my cake! It's done! Yay! I'm actually going to take away this bit so it doesn't stick to it as much. I feel like that will be more easy to do. And I also want to see how high it is. Because now it looks quite high, but maybe that's just in the middle. I don't know. So I have to open it up. This is not quite high enough, as I'm also going to level the cake. So I am going to make another one of these, which I'm not going to show you because you don't need to see me make a cake twice. But the next clip will be tomorrow, when I'm decorating the cake. Okay, so it's the next day and I'm going to decorate the cake. I decided to go for the same dress as I wore yesterday, because I only wore it for filming. I think it will be nice, and I've also put on a little flower crown, which is made of paper, but you know, today it's Midsummer Night's Eve, and of course it's raining. Always on midsummer. You always hope for a sunny, beautiful day that you can spend outside, but it often ends up raining. I'm gonna move the camera around so you can see me decorating rather than seeing my back against the camera all the time, because now I need to concentrate. Now it is the important part. My cakes have cooled down, and I'm now going to level them, and one of the cakes, the second one I made, was so high that I could actually made that into 2 layers. So I will zoom you in. Okay, so this is where I'm going to have my cake on. I'm going to take my cake that I have out of the fridge, and I'm just going to... I'm just gonna put that to the side, and this will be my bottom cake, so I'm going to place that on my little cake tray here. So for my first layer, I'm going in with some apple mush, or like mashed apples, apple jam, whatever you want to call it. This is a homemade batch that my mother made from the apples in her tree. And it is just sliced apples and sugar and some water, and you boil it up and it comes out like this. It's really tasty and fresh. I'm now going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to whip up some cream. There we go, really stiff piece. While I'm at it, I'm also going to whip up some vanilla cream. I'm then taking a piping bag, filling it with cream. I'm not going to take all the cream because I'm just going to do a layer around the outside of my cake, which will help me when I'm decorating the cake in the end. I'm then going to take my second layer of cake and just putting that on top of this one. Oh. There we go. Nice and fluffy and light. I'm then taking a knife that isn't very sharp and just going around the edges just to smooth things out. Okay, first layer done. The second layer is going to be my vanilla layer. On this layer, I'm also going to put some strawberries, just for like the color of it when you cut into the cake. And I would like to say that if you haven't had Swedish strawberries, you've been missing out, because it's something special about them. I'm now going to put on my top layer, which is a really thin layer, so I have to like put my hands into it, really. There we go. I'm now going to smear cream all over this cake, and then I'm going to decorate it. And that is our foundation done for the cake. I'm now going to decorate it using strawberries all around and then piping cream around it. cake done. My kitchen officially looks like a mess, but here it is. My strawberry summer cake. Very appropriate for a midsummer celebration, if I might say so myself. Now I have to run and go celebrate this event. If you want to know more about midsummer, what it is and what we do and what we sing and stuff like that, I have made 2 different videos that you can go watch right now. The first one is here and the second one is there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel. It's completely free and you get to know when I upload my next video first, so you don't miss anything from me. So I wish you a happy midsummer and a nice warm summer. I'm gonna hold my thumbs that it will happen here in Sweden as well as all around the globe. And bye!